Before you dig that first hole or drop a single seed, listen to Grandpa. Gardening isn't just dirt and water, it's patience, a bit of clever thinking, and a few old tricks passed down through the years. In this video, I'm sharing 22 completely free gardening hacks I've used myself. The same ones that kept my garden full of life, flavor, and color without spending a dime. No fancy tools, no expensive fertilizers, just smart, simple solutions using stuff you've already got lying around the house. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll be gardening like a pro, just like Grandpa used to. Ready to get your hands dirty the smart way? Let's dig into. One of Grandpa's favorite tricks was using the water left over from cooking vegetables. He called it vegetable tea, and let me tell you, it worked wonders. See, when you boil veggies, some of the nutrients leach out into the water. Instead of pouring those vitamins and minerals down the drain, Grandpa would let the water cool completely. Then he'd use it to water his plants. It's like giving them a supercharged energy drink. Grandpa swore by using wool scraps in his garden. He believed in the power of natural solutions, and always had a trick up his sleeve when it came to keeping his plants healthy and safe. He'd get them from an old friend who raised sheep. This friend would always have an abundance of wool, especially after shearing season, and Grandpa would take as much as he could carry. Now, wool might seem strange, but it's a gardener's secret weapon. It's not just for making cozy sweaters, it has practical uses in the garden too. Grandpa used it for two things, insulation and pest control. He found that wool was perfect for keeping his plants warm and safe from pests. He'd wrap wool around delicate plants in the early spring to protect them from frost. The wool acted like a blanket, keeping the cold at bay and ensuring the plants could thrive even in chilly weather. And because slugs and snails can't stand the feel of wool, he'd scatter it around vulnerable plants to keep them safe. The texture of the wool was unpleasant for these pests, making it an effective deterrent. It's like a natural barrier that keeps the bad guys out. This simple, eco-friendly method allowed Grandpa to maintain a healthy garden without resorting to harmful chemicals. His garden flourished thanks to the humble wool scraps. Grandpa never used those fancy gardening tools for planting seeds. Nope, his trusty tool was an old spoon. He'd use the bowl of the spoon to dig perfectly sized holes for his seeds. It was all about precision planting, he'd say. The handle of the spoon was perfect for making shallow trenches for planting in rows. Simple, effective, and it kept his old spoons out of the landfill. Section 5. Ashes to ashes, gardens to gardens, wood ash power. In this section we explore the hidden potential of wood ash in gardening. Now Grandpa loved his fireplace, especially in the winter. The warmth and the crackling sound of burning wood brought him immense joy. But he didn't let the wood ash go to waste. Instead of discarding it, he saw an opportunity to enrich his garden. He'd collect it carefully and sprinkle it sparingly in the garden. This practice was a part of his gardening routine. Why? Because wood ash is a natural source of potash, which is a vital nutrient for plants. Potash helps in strengthening plant cell walls and improving their overall health. It helps with flower and fruit production, ensuring that the garden remains vibrant and productive throughout the growing season. But a little goes a long way. Grandpa always measured the wood ash carefully to avoid over-application. Too much wood ash can make the soil too alkaline, which can be harmful to plants. It's important to test the soil pH regularly to maintain the right balance. Grandpa always said, "Moderation in all things, Mikey, even in gardening." His wisdom ensured that the garden thrived year after year, passing down valuable lessons to the next generation. Section 6. Yogurt Container Nurseries, Seed Starting on a Budget. Grandpa hated spending money on expensive seed starting trays. Instead, he'd save up empty yogurt containers. He'd clean them out thoroughly, poke a few drainage holes in the bottom, and voila, free seed starting containers. He'd fill them with seed starting mix, sow his seeds, and keep them in a sunny spot. The yogurt containers were like mini greenhouses, perfect for giving his seedlings a head start in the spring. Section 7. Newsprint guardians blocking weeds the natural way. Remember how Grandpa saved old newspapers? Well, they weren't for reading, that's for sure. He'd use them as a weed barrier in his garden. He'd lay down a thick layer of newspaper between rows of vegetables. This did two things. It blocked sunlight, which prevented weeds from growing, and it helped retain moisture in the soil. Plus, It's biodegradable, so it eventually breaks down and adds organic matter to the soil. Talk about a win-win. Section 8. Eggshells for strong roots, calcium boost and pest control. Those eggshells Grandpa collected? They weren't just for show. He'd crush them up into tiny pieces and sprinkle them around his plants, especially tomatoes and peppers. Eggshells are a great source of calcium, which helps prevent blossom end rot, a common problem in these plants. Plus, the sharp edges of the eggshells deter slugs and snails from munching on his precious veggies. It's like a natural, slow-release fertilizer and pest repellent all in one. Section 9. Rice water revival, a tonic for thirsty roots. Grandpa never threw away the water he used to rinse rice. He'd collect it in a jar and use it to water his plants. Rice water is full of nutrients like iron, potassium, and magnesium that are beneficial for plant growth. It also contains beneficial bacteria that can help promote healthy roots. Grandpa would say, "Rice water is like a tonic for plants, Mikey. It gives them a boost when they need it most." Section 10. Skewer barriers, keeping critters at bay. One of Grandpa's biggest frustrations were pesky critters raiding his garden. Rabbits, squirrels, you name it. They all wanted a piece of his hard work. His solution? Bamboo skewers. He'd buy them in bulk and stick them around the perimeter of his garden beds, leaving just a few inches above the soil. The skewers created a prickly barrier that deterred animals from hopping in for a snack. It was like a mini fence, but much cheaper and easier to install. Section 11. Going bananas for blooms, peeling back the benefits. And finally, let's talk about those banana peels. Grandpa would chop them up and bury them in the soil around his tomato plants and roses. Banana peels are rich in potassium, which is essential for flower and fruit production. As the peels decompose, they release potassium and other nutrients slowly into the soil, providing a steady source of food for his plants. It's like giving them a gourmet meal, straight from the... My earliest gardening memories involve my grandfather and his thrifty yet effective methods. He was a man of simple pleasures, finding joy in the small things like the feel of soil between his fingers and the sight of a sprouting seed. His garden was his sanctuary, a place where he could escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life. He never let anything go to waste, especially when it came to his beloved garden. Old newspapers became mulch, kitchen scraps turned into rich compost, and broken tools were mended rather than discarded. His resourcefulness was a lesson in sustainability long before it became a buzzword. Among his many ingenious tricks, using egg cartons to start seeds held a special place in his heart, and now it does in mine too. These humble cartons, which most people would toss away without a second thought, were transformed into tiny nurseries for the next generation of plants. Grandpa swore by the simplicity and effectiveness of egg cartons as miniature greenhouses. He believed that the small enclosed spaces provided the perfect environment for seeds to germinate, protecting them from the elements while allowing them to grow strong and healthy. He'd say, "Joe, these cartons are like little cradles for our plants, giving them a strong start in life." And he was right. The seedlings that emerged from those egg cartons were always robust and ready to be transplanted into the garden. There's a certain charm to continuing this tradition, a way of honoring his memory while embracing a sustainable approach to gardening. It's a practice that connects me to my roots, reminding me of the values he instilled in me. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest methods are the most rewarding. In a world that's constantly pushing for more advanced technology and complex solutions, there's something profoundly satisfying about returning to basics. This essay is a tribute to Grandpa's wisdom and a guide to breathing new life into a common household item. It's about finding beauty in the mundane and recognizing the potential in what others might see as waste. Let's explore the magic of starting seeds in egg cartons, a method that's as kind to your wallet as it is to the planet. By repurposing these everyday items, we not only reduce waste but also create a nurturing environment for our plants to thrive. So gather your egg cartons, seeds, and a bit of soil, and join me in this journey of sustainable gardening. Together, we can carry forward a legacy of resourcefulness and respect for nature, one egg carton at a time. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity. It's an easy and eco-friendly way to start your garden, perfect for beginners and seasoned gardeners alike. Here's a step-by-step guide to get you started. First, choose your cartons. You can use any type of egg carton, but cardboard ones are preferable. Cardboard egg cartons work best, as they are biodegradable and can be planted directly into the soil. This reduces waste and makes transplanting easier. Next, create drainage. Poke small holes in the bottom of each egg cell using a pencil or a toothpick. This step is crucial for preventing water from accumulating at the bottom. This allows excess water to escape, preventing soggy roots which can lead to root rot and other issues. Proper drainage ensures your seedlings have the best start. Then, fill each cell almost to the top with a good quality seed starting mix. This mix is specially formulated to support seed germination and young plant growth. The soil should be light and airy to promote healthy root development. Avoid using heavy garden soil which can compact and hinder root growth. After that, sow your seeds. Choose seeds that are appropriate for the season and your climate. Follow the planting depth instructions on your seed packets. Each type of seed has specific requirements for depth and spacing. Some seeds need light to germinate and should be scattered on the surface, while others need to be buried slightly. For seeds that need to be buried, gently cover them with a thin layer of soil. Be careful not to bury them too deep, as this can prevent germination. Finally, water gently. Use a spray bottle to moisten the soil without dislodging the seeds. This method ensures even watering and prevents overwatering. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. Check the moisture level daily and water as needed. With proper care, your seeds will sprout and grow into healthy seedlings ready for transplanting. In a world of plastic everything, choosing biodegradable seed starting containers is a small step towards a greener footprint. Egg cartons, often destined for the landfill, find new purpose as miniature gardens. This method aligns perfectly with the principles of reduce, reuse, and recycle. You're diverting waste from landfills and giving those cartons a new lease on life. Plus, it's a budget-friendly alternative to purchasing plastic seed trays. By opting for this method, you're not just starting seeds, you're sowing the seeds of sustainability. It's a win-win for your garden and the environment. One of the most remarkable aspects of using cardboard egg cartons is their ability to decompose naturally. As your seedlings grow, their roots will eventually penetrate the cardboard walls. When the time comes to transplant, you can simply tear off individual cells and plant them directly into your garden bed. The cardboard will break down over time, enriching the soil and leaving no harmful residues behind. This natural decomposition process aligns with the cyclical rhythm of nature, where nothing is wasted. It's a beautiful illustration of how even the simplest materials can return to the earth and nourish new life. There's a certain satisfaction in carrying on the legacy of resourceful gardening techniques passed down through generations. These methods connect us to our roots, reminding us of simpler times when people made the most of what they had. Every time I prepare an egg carton for seed starting, I'm transported back to my grandfather's garden, his gentle guidance, and the earthy scent of freshly turned soil. It's a sensory experience that evokes cherished memories. By embracing these time-tested techniques, we're not just growing plants, we're cultivating a connection to the past and nurturing a sense of continuity. It's about keeping tradition alive, one seedling at a time. Beyond the carton transplanting for a thriving garden, the time will come when your seedlings outgrow their cozy egg carton homes. You'll know they're ready for transplanting when they develop their first set of true leaves. Gently tear off the individual cells from the carton, handling the seedlings with care. Dig a hole in your garden bed slightly larger than the cell, and plant the seedling at the same depth it was growing in the carton. Water thoroughly after transplanting to help the seedlings establish themselves in their new environment. With proper care and attention, your egg carton-started plants will thrive in their new garden home. Troubleshooting tips, ensuring seedling success. While seed starting in egg cartons is generally straightforward, here are a few tips to address potential issues. If your seedlings become tall and spindly, they might not be receiving enough light. Move them to a brighter location or consider using a grow light. Damping off is a fungal disease that can cause seedlings to wilt and die. To prevent it, ensure good air circulation around your seedlings and avoid overwatering. Fungus gnats and other pests are attracted to moist soil. Use yellow sticky traps to monitor for pests and consider using a natural insecticide if necessary. Remember, observation is key. Regularly check your seedlings for any signs of stress and adjust your care routine accordingly. A garden's humble beginning, witnessing the circle of life. There's something truly magical about witnessing the circle of life unfold in your garden. It's a journey that starts with the smallest of actions, yet it holds the promise of something grand and fulfilling. From the moment you sow those tiny seeds into the humble egg carton, you're participating in a process that connects you to the rhythms of nature. Each seed holds within it the potential for life, a tiny package of energy and possibility. Observing the emergence of those first delicate sprouts reaching for the sunlight is a reminder of the resilience and beauty of the natural world. It's a moment of pure wonder, seeing life push through the soil, striving towards the light. It's a testament to the power of simple beginnings. These small, fragile sprouts symbolize hope and the incredible potential that lies within each seed. As you nurture those seedlings, you become a caretaker, providing the essential elements for their growth: light, water, and nutrients. This nurturing process is a dance of give and take, where your efforts are rewarded with visible growth and vitality. In turn, they reward you with the promise of a bountiful harvest and the satisfaction of cultivating your own food. The journey from seed to harvest is a profound experience, one that connects you deeply to the earth and the cycles of life. Each vegetable you pick is a testament to your dedication and care, a tangible result of your hard work and patience. And as you share the fruits of your labor with loved ones, you realize that this circle of life extends beyond the garden, fostering connections and creating memories that last a lifetime. The garden becomes a place of growth, not just for plants but for relationships and community as well. Witnessing the circle of life in your garden is a journey of discovery, patience, and joy. It's a reminder that from the smallest seeds, great things can grow, and that the simple act of planting can lead to a harvest of abundance and fulfillment. Final thoughts, simple solutions, bountiful harvests. Grandpa's egg carton seed starting method, passed down through generations, is a testament to the enduring power of simple solutions. It's a reminder that we don't need fancy equipment or expensive products to experience the joy of gardening. By embracing this resourceful and eco-friendly technique, we're not only starting seeds, we're planting the seeds of sustainability, honoring tradition, and connecting with the natural world. So the next time you finish a carton of eggs, don't toss it in the recycling bin just yet. Give it a new purpose, as a cradle for your garden dreams. You'll be amazed by the bountiful harvests that spring from these humble beginnings. Grandpa never saw pruned branches as waste. After pruning trees or shrubs, he'd set aside the strongest, straightest sticks. These became his plant supports. Whether it was for tomato vines heavy with fruit, beans eager to climb, or delicate flowers stretching toward the sun, these natural stakes got the job done. He carefully pressed them into the soil beside the plant, tying stems gently with twine or strips of old cloth. The branches lasted a whole season, eventually breaking down, returning to the earth without a trace. No plastic, no waste. It was gardening at its most elegant, functional, sustainable, and perfectly in tune with nature. Grandpa always had an eye for plants that were struggling. When he noticed drooping leaves or pale stems, he didn't rush for chemical fertilizers. He went to the kitchen. The leftover water from boiling potatoes, once cooled, became his secret tonic. Rich in potassium, trace minerals, and natural starches, this cloudy water acted like a gentle energy drink for the soil. It boosted microbial activity and delivered nutrients directly to weary roots. Grandpa used it especially after transplanting or during sudden weather shifts that stressed his crops. Within days, the results spoke for themselves: perkier leaves, stronger stems, and a noticeable rebound in plant health, all from something most people would pour down the drain. Grandpa treated plants the way he treated people, gently and with care. When a stem snapped or bent after strong winds or a careless step, he didn't panic. He reached for the aloe vera growing in the corner of the garden. He would cut a leaf, scoop out the gel, and gently rub it over the wound. The aloe acted like a natural antiseptic and sealant, creating a protective barrier. This locked in moisture and blocked out bacteria or fungi. It gave the plant a better chance to heal itself, often without needing to prune the damaged part. Grandpa believed nature could often heal itself if given the right nudge, and a touch of aloe was sometimes all it took. Chapter 4. White vinegar for weeds between pavers. Grandpa believed in keeping his pathways as tidy as his garden beds. When stubborn weeds sprouted between paving stones or along brick borders, he didn't reach for harsh chemicals. Instead, he pulled out a bottle of plain white vinegar. He'd spray the vinegar directly onto the leaves of the weeds on a dry, sunny day. The acidity quickly dehydrated the plants, causing them to wither and die within a day or two. Unlike commercial herbicides, vinegar left no lasting residue and didn't harm the soil or nearby flowers. It was a clean, natural solution, cheap, safe, and always within arm's reach in his kitchen. Grandpa's garden paths stayed neat and the environment stayed healthy. Chapter 5. Used coffee grounds around plants. Grandpa loved brewing fresh coffee every morning and never wasted the grounds. After his cup, he collected the used coffee grounds and scattered them around the base of his plants. This simple habit served multiple purposes. The slightly abrasive texture and caffeine content helped repel pests like ants and slugs, protecting tender stems and leaves. Meanwhile, as the grounds slowly broke down, they enriched the soil with organic matter. This released small amounts of nitrogen, a vital nutrient for healthy plant growth. It was a win-win, a natural pest deterrent and soil booster, all from something many throw away. Planting by the moon. Grandpa, like many gardeners before him, followed the moon's phases for planting. He'd always say, "Planting by the moon, son, it's not just folklore, it's in tune with nature." Leafy crops like lettuce and spinach were planted during the waxing moon when the moon grows larger. Root vegetables like potatoes and carrots were planted during the waning moon as the moon appears to shrink. He believed the moon affected the water in the soil just as it affects the tides. This, he felt, helped seeds germinate better and produce stronger plants. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gardening wisdom. These simple, time-tested methods, passed down through generations, remind us that gardening is about working with nature, not against it. Give them a try in your own garden and see the difference. Happy gardening!